Have you heard that the Tesla Model Y Juniper 2025 is arriving with a bang? That's right, Tesla isn't playing around. In the first quarter of 2025, we'll be seeing not just one, but at least two versions of this new model. And what's even more interesting is that for those who have been eagerly waiting for a Model Y update, the wait won't be long. Usually, when a new car launches, the most complete versions take ages to arrive, right? But with the Juniper, it seems like the idea is to shorten that waiting time, bringing the improvements faster than we might expect. Now think about it. If it's exciting to have a new version of the Model Y, imagine having two options right off the bat. That gives you massive flexibility. If you want something more affordable, but with that innovative touch Tesla always brings, you'll have that option. And if you prefer a more complete version, packed with cutting-edge features, you'll have that too. It's like they're aiming to please everyone. Whether it's a consumer stepping into the world of electric vehicles for the first time, or a hardcore Tesla fan who always wants the most advanced tech. Not to mention that with both versions available from the start, you won't have to second guess which one to wait for since both will launch together. Imagine driving at night, and your headlights automatically adjust the brightness and direction of the light based on the surroundings. Well, that's exactly what the Matrix LED headlights on the new Tesla Model Y Juniper 2025 are going to do. These headlights are super smart, and their goal is to give you the best visibility possible without you having to think about it. If you drive on a darker road, they get brighter. And if you're in a well-lit area, they dim the brightness, preventing the discomfort of blinding other drivers. It sounds like something out of a futuristic movie, but it's real and will be on the car. The coolest part is that these headlights not only adjust brightness, but also the direction of the light beam. This means that depending on the angle of the road or the turn you're making, the headlights will turn with the steering wheel, lighting up the path where you actually need to see. You know that feeling of entering a curve at night and being in the dark until you complete the turn? With Matrix LED, that will be a thing of the past. Tesla is focused on ensuring that driving at night becomes safer and more comfortable without the hassle of manually adjusting the headlights. On top of that, they're thinking about everything, even the other drivers on the road. These headlights can also avoid blinding drivers coming from the opposite direction. So while you're enjoying a clear view of the road, the lights automatically dim the part that could hit the eyes of oncoming traffic. This kind of detail makes a big difference, especially on busy highways or when you're driving long distances at night. Less stress and more safety for everyone on the road. Another cool thing about Matrix LED headlights is that they adapt to weather conditions. For example, if you're driving in the middle of a storm with heavy rain or fog, these headlights adjust the light to better penetrate those adverse conditions. It's like they know exactly what to do to help you see better, no matter the weather. This is a huge help, especially in places where the weather changes quickly or where driving through storms is common. Safety increases significantly in these situations. And just think, besides being ultra practical, these headlights are also super energy efficient. LED technology itself consumes less energy than conventional headlights, which helps improve the car's overall efficiency. In an electric vehicle, every detail counts, and that includes how energy is used, even in the headlights. With Matrix LED, Tesla is showing that it's not just thinking about technological innovations, but also about how these innovations can contribute to energy savings and sustainability. After all, that's one of the company's big missions. Now, imagine what it must feel like to drive at night, on a winding road or with poor lighting, and have the headlights follow every movement you make with the steering wheel. It's like the car is reading your path and giving you an extra hand while driving. Plus, Tesla knows that road lighting isn't always enough. And that's where these headlights come into play, making visibility much clearer while also protecting the car's battery consumption. A perfect balance between innovation and efficiency. Also, it looks like Tesla might take another step forward in technology with the inclusion of a super advanced front camera, something very similar to what has already been shown on the Cybertruck. If this turns out to be true, the parking experience will be revolutionized. Parking has always been that tense moment for many people. But imagine having a camera that gives you a detailed view of what's ahead and even detects any obstacles with precision. That takes a lot of the stress out of maneuvering in tight spots. The idea behind this front camera is to assist not only with parking, but in various other situations where the driver's vision may be limited. Think of crowded streets where any small mistake could lead to an accident. With this camera, the car will practically see what's around before you do. It's like having an extra set of eyes in front of the car, alerting you when something is approaching or when you're too close to an object. Tesla is really focused on making driving safer and easier, even in complex urban environments. But it doesn't stop there. The front camera also promises to improve obstacle detection while you're driving. You know those moments when something suddenly appears in front of you? It could be a pedestrian, an animal, or even an object on the road. With this technology, the Model Y Juniper should be able to identify these things almost instantly, and in some cases even brake automatically to prevent a collision. This technology already exists in some more advanced models, but Tesla seems to be refining it with even greater precision. All of this is to make sure you feel safer, even in unexpected situations. Now imagine this. In addition to all these safety features, this advanced front camera will enhance the parking assistance system that Tesla already offers. For those who dread backing into tight spots or parking between two closely parked cars, this is a game changer. You won't have to rely solely on the rearview mirrors anymore, because the car will give you a complete front view and calculate the exact space you have. If these rumors are true, parking could be as easy as playing a video game, but in real life. What stands out is that this front camera would be an evolution of what we've already seen in the Cybertruck, but adapted for the Model Y, which appeals to a different audience. Tesla is thinking not only about drivers who love adventure and rugged vehicles, like the Cybertruck, but also about those who live in urban environments and want practicality in their day-to-day life. The advanced camera would strike the perfect balance between technology and functionality, both for those navigating city traffic and for moments when the road demands more attention. Additionally, this front camera technology is fully integrated into Tesla's autonomous driving system. Each new innovation like this isn't just a standalone feature, but part of a bigger plan to make the car increasingly smarter. This means that in the future, with more updates, the car could do even more for you while driving. The Model Y Juniper might become one of the most advanced cars in this regard, offering not just the basics we expect, but a level of artificial intelligence far beyond what we're used to. Another intriguing detail is that this front camera could improve the car's interaction with the external environment. For example, it could help during times when visibility is compromised, such as in fog or heavy rain. The system would be able to adjust the car's functions based on the images the camera captures, like reducing speed or activating certain alerts when necessary. All of this contributes to a safer and smoother driving experience, especially in conditions that might catch the driver off guard. And of course, there's the visual and aesthetic aspect. The inclusion of such an advanced front camera also adds a modern touch to the Model Y's design. Tesla always makes sure to combine functionality with a futuristic look, and this camera seems to fit into that concept. It's not just about performance, but about maintaining the sophisticated appearance Tesla vehicles are known for. You can tell that every part of the car, even the smallest camera, is part of a bigger design, intended to catch the eye and impress both the driver and those watching the car go by. Moreover, Tesla is known for its ability to roll out software updates that can enhance the car's functions even after it's already in the owner's hands. So, this advanced front camera has the potential to become even more efficient over time, with new features being released through updates. What today might just be a camera to help with parking could tomorrow become a tool even more integrated with the autonomous driving system or traffic control. This makes the car smarter as time goes on. The iconic T logo that everyone recognizes from afar will be removed from this version of the Model Y. Instead, the name Tesla will be illuminated, stretching across the back of the car. It's as if the brand is saying, "We don't need minimalist symbols. Our name says it all." And truly, the name Tesla carries enormous weight in the market today, so it makes sense they'd want to highlight it in such a stylish way. It's the kind of detail that not only grabs attention, but also gives the car a more sophisticated and futuristic feel. This light bar, along with the illuminated Tesla name, is not just about looks, it's also about functionality. The bar will significantly enhance visibility, especially on darker roads or in low-light conditions. Moreover, this trend of using lights that span the entire rear has become a symbol of modernity in luxury cars, and Tesla, of course, doesn't want to be left out. So, the Model Y will have this perfect combination of style and technology that everyone expects from a premium electric vehicle. Another thing that makes me think is how this will stand out compared to other cars. Tesla has always liked to be different, and this change in rear design is yet another way to reinforce that. At intersections or in parking lots, anyone behind the Model Y will immediately recognize the illuminated Tesla name shining on the back. It's a statement of identity. And to be honest, it's also a marketing move, because who wouldn't want to be part of this trend, driving something that stands out in a crowd? The Model 3 has already shown that this aesthetic can work very well. And now the Model Y will take that same idea and apply it with an extra touch of grandeur. The light bar gives a sense of unity to the car's design, visually connecting both sides of the rear and making it appear wider and more imposing. This type of visual detail may seem small, but it has a significant impact on the overall perception of the car. For those who care about design, these subtle touches make all the difference when choosing a car. Now, imagine how this new look will look with the colors Tesla offers. If you pick a black or blue Model Y, for example, this light bar will create an incredible contrast, almost as if the car is standing out even more in the dark. The combination of the light bar with the illuminated Tesla name will ensure that the car has a striking presence, even from a distance. And for those who appreciate details that combine style with functionality, this illuminated rear will be a treat. But what's most interesting is that this design change is not just about appearance. There's a whole idea of innovation behind it. Tesla always seeks to differentiate its cars in ways that go beyond the engine or batteries. They are constantly redefining what it means to have an electric car, both in performance and aesthetics. And this light bar with the Tesla name is a way of reminding everyone that the Model Y is not just a vehicle, but an advanced piece of technology in motion. And who would have thought this type of design would come so quickly? It wasn't long ago that the Model 3 started using this aesthetic, and now we're seeing the Model Y adopting this idea. It seems that Tesla is genuinely committed to maintaining a standard of constant innovation, and each new model brings some detail that makes you think, wow, they really know how to create something different. It's almost as if with each new release, they are redefining what it means to be an electric car. Now, I'm curious to see how the brand's fans will react. Many will miss the T logo, which has become an iconic symbol of Tesla, but I bet most will love this change. After all, not every brand can afford to replace a globally recognized logo with its own illuminated name. This shows just how confident Tesla is in its place in the market and how they want to continue being seen as pioneers, both in technology and style. It seems that Tesla is planning something big with this version, and what stands out most is the possibility of a larger battery using the 4,680 cells. These cells are changing the game in the electric vehicle industry. With them, The Model Y's range could reach an incredible 560 kilometers on a single charge. Just imagine being able to travel long distances without needing to stop as often to recharge. This is the promise of these new batteries, which are being regarded as a revolutionary advance for Tesla. The thing about these 4,680 cells is that they are not only larger, but also more efficient. You know that talk about energy density? Well, that's what makes these batteries so special. They can store more energy in less space, which means Tesla can put more power in the car without adding much weight. And since weight is a critical issue in electric vehicles, this makes a huge difference in performance. It's the kind of innovation that keeps everyone watching to see what Tesla will do next. Now, with this extended range, the experience of driving the Model Y Juniper will change a lot. No longer will it be a stress to look for a charging station every 300 or 400 kilometers. With 560 kilometers of range, you can drive much more comfortably, whether on long trips or in daily use. And the coolest part is that with this new technology, charging time will also be much faster. Tesla's charging stations are already quick, but with this improvement, you'll be able to charge the car in much less time. And when we talk about high energy density, that also means the car will be more sustainable. Tesla is always looking for ways to reduce the environmental impact of its products, and this new battery is another step in that direction. With more energy per cell, fewer resources are needed to manufacture the batteries, contributing to the brand's sustainability. Additionally, a more efficient battery helps enhance the overall performance of the car without compromising the environment. The impact of this on the electric vehicle market could be enormous. If the Model Y Juniper really comes with this 4680 battery, it will stand out even more among competitors, not only for its range, but also for innovation in charging. Tesla already has a good advantage when it comes to battery technology, but this could put the brand even further ahead, leaving other electric vehicle manufacturers trying to catch up to this new standard. These battery improvements could also influence the car's price. Many Tesla fans are curious about how the company will balance this innovation with the cost to consumers. Of course, technology like this typically costs more, but Tesla has been working to reduce production costs for these 4,680 cells. If they can deliver a Model Y Juniper with increased range and faster charging without significantly raising the price, it will be a major draw for those considering buying an electric car. Another interesting detail is that Tesla is thinking strategically about the future of electric mobility. The 4680 cell is part of this broader vision to make electric cars not only more accessible, but also more practical and efficient for daily use. The idea that you can drive further on a single charge while spending less time at charging stations makes a big difference in many people's purchasing decisions. Tesla knows this and seems to be betting heavily on this concept with the Model Y Juniper. We can't forget the impact this new battery may have on the car's performance. More available energy means more power for the motor, which could enhance the Model Y's acceleration and responsiveness. Not to mention that a larger battery might allow for the use of other advanced features, like autopilot, for longer periods without compromising range. For driving enthusiasts, this will be a change that transforms the driving experience. Tesla has always been known for innovation, and the Model Y Juniper seems to be another testament to that. They are not just making incremental improvements, but truly revolutionizing the way we think about electric cars. With this new battery, the Model Y will have a clear advantage over many of its competitors, offering a unique combination of range, charging speed, and energy efficiency. It's a complete package that could change the game in the electric vehicle market. Now, with all these technological changes, there's anticipation to see how the public will react. If the Model Y Juniper indeed delivers that 560 kilometers range and faster charging, it will be hard not to be impressed. After all, Tesla is always a step ahead, and this could be another move that places the brand at the top redefining our expectations for an electric car. Imagine the convenience of never having to worry about cables when charging your car. This could be much closer than we think, especially with the new Tesla Model Y Juniper. Rumors circulating indicate that this model may bring support for wireless charging. This would be a true revolution in how we think about electric vehicles, transforming the act of recharging the battery into something as simple as parking the car. The technology is already being explored by brands like BMW and Audi. But if Tesla truly adopts this solution, it could elevate the concept of practicality to another level. The idea behind wireless charging is somewhat magical, right? You simply park the car over a special base, and the battery starts charging without you having to do anything. It sounds like science fiction, but it's already a developing reality. Brands like BMW and Audi have already experimented with this technology, but if Tesla implements it in the Model Y Juniper, it could mean a huge leap in efficiency and convenience for drivers. After all, Tesla has this reputation for taking something that already exists and improving it in a way that everyone wants to have. Now, think about the daily routine with this functionality. You arrive home, park in the garage, and while you're doing other things, the car is already being charged. No need to plug in cables. No worrying about outlets or charging stations. Just this idea alone makes many people want a Tesla. Not to mention the practicality for those living in apartments or places where charging stations are limited. Wireless charging could be a game changer for facilitating access to electricity more efficiently. Another interesting aspect is that this type of technology goes beyond just not needing to use cables. Wireless charging also promises to be extremely efficient, meaning the car can be charged faster than conventional stations. Of course, there are still challenges to overcome, such as the need for specific infrastructure for the system to work properly. But if Tesla really goes ahead with this, we can expect wireless charging to be integrated in a very intelligent and functional way.